Hello and welcome back to my channel. It is Color Me Bad Lynn, back with a brief share of a couple of samples from the house of Yves Saint Laurent. And I wanted to come on and share my first impression of these fragrances. Believe it or not, I haven't smelled these fragrances before. I don't have them in my collection. And I wanted to check them out and share with you guys my first impression thoughts of what I think about them. But before we get into these fragrances, I want to welcome you to my channel if this is your first time. I am Color Me Bad Lynn. I am a beauty professional. On my channel, we mainly talk about the fragrances that are in my collection, those that are on my wish list, those that are sent to me in samples and complimentary fragrances and gifts, of course. We will also talk about natural skincare, a little bit of makeup. We'll talk about weaves, wigs, natural hair, love, relationship, romance, dating, family issues, and faith. And anything else you want to talk about. So make sure you leave comments below or send questions to Dear Color Me, and we'll be more than happy to come back on and answer those questions. All right. So let's get into it. Oh, before we get into it, I want to share that my look is inspired by one of the characters on In Living Color. I've been doing my flashbacks and watching some of my old shows. And so if any of you guys love In Living Color, you probably are familiar with the character in which my look for today is inspired by. All right, so let's get into it. The first fragrance I want to share with you guys is something that I hear a lot of hoopla about in the YouTube streets. And I wanted to come on and share this fragrance and find out what I think about it. And then if you have this fragrance in your collection and you have any thoughts or you want to share any views about whether or not this is a fragrance that I should add to my fragrance collection, make sure you let me know. So the first fragrance we want to talk about is a women's fragrance. This is Mon Paris, and it comes inside of a little sample booklet like this, of course. And we're going to take it out. I've already opened this, but I haven't smelled it yet. But I'm going to go ahead and this is the little vial that it came in. And I'm going to spray a little bit on me and see what I think about it. And while we allow this fragrance to do its thing, I'm going to read through the notes for you and tell you what's inside of it if you're not familiar with this fragrance and whether or not this is a fragrance that you may be interested in adding to your fragrance collection. Let's see here. We've got our main, of course, that popped up. So far, so good. It smells a little bit like something that I have in my collection, possibly. That patchouli is popping right away. So your main, of course, of this fragrance, it is fruity, it's sweet, it is fresh, it is a white floral, it has citrus in it, it is patchouli, floral, and woody. And again, this is Mon Paris, Yves Saint Laurent for women. I like the way it smells. It's coming into its own on me. It's different. You can definitely smell the quality in the fragrance. You can definitely smell it. This is good stuff. Okay, so let me go through some of the history. They gave us a little bit of notation on this fragrance, and it's been around for a minute. This is nice. You can tell that this is an Yves Saint Laurent fragrance. Can I just say that? A lot of fragrances come from certain houses or their niche brands, and you can tell kind of who makes it. There's just something about certain fragrances, and you can tell that this is an Yves Saint Laurent fragrance. Again, this is Mon Paris by Yves Saint Laurent. It is a Chefra fruity fragrance for women. That makes sense. Mon Paris was launched in 2016, so it's been around for quite some time. It was created by Oliver Cresp, Harry Fremont, and Dora Bagriche. Your top notes are strawberry, you got raspberry, you have pear, orange, tangerine, Calabrian bergamot, and cologne. Your middle notes are what I love to call your heart notes are peony, jasmine, sambac, Chinese jasmine, datura, and orange blossom. So they loaded us on the notes. And then we get into the base notes. I like this. I'll be interested to find out what it does once it dries all the way down on me. Your base notes are Indonesian patchouli. It's heavy on the patchouli. The Indonesian patchouli leaf. Then it's just got straight patchouli, white musk, vanilla, ambroxan, moss, and cedar. This is extremely grounded for a fruity floral fragrance, and that's where your Sheffer comes in with your patchoulis, your ambroxan, and your moss. This is really, really different and very, very unique of a fragrance. Like I said, I want to wait until this fragrance dies down on me to find out what it does. But I'm definitely going to add this onto my wish list. And you know, once you put something on your wish list, you can always take it off, put it back on, take it off again. But I'm going to wait for the dry down and wear this and see how long it lasts on me to be able to give my final opinion on what I really, really think about this fragrance. But I love Sheffer fragrances. I love fruity floral Sheffer fragrances. And so again, I'm really, really interested to find out what this is going to turn into. I love jasmine. They loaded us up on the jasmine. They loaded us up on the patchouli. They threw in a little bit of ambroxan in this. They made it a little bit earthier with the moss. And of course, you got your cedar there. You've got tangerine and orange, which gives us that juicy that we like in our citruses, along with that Calabrian bergamot, which is a surprise, and then the raspberry and the strawberry. So it really smells like a chocolate covered strawberry is what this smells like. It really has a unique scent. So like I said, I'm going to wear this for a while and find out what it does for me. But this is really different. And I'm excited to find out the outcome of this beautiful, beautiful fragrance from Yves Saint Laurent. I love Yves Saint Laurent fragrances. And so to my surprise, or not to my surprise, this is just another banger of theirs. But I want to wait to see how long it's going to last. So far, so good for Mon Paris by Yves Saint Laurent. I will be adding this to my wish list, but in order for me to think about adding it to my collection, I got to see how long it lasts. But this is really, really nice. All right. That's all I have for now in reference to that particular fragrance. And so moving along to our male fragrance. Okay. This one is Armani Code. I've never smelled this one before, so I wanted to come on and share my thoughts about this fragrance and see what it really smells like. Again, this one is Giorgio Armani. I said they were both from Yves Saint Laurent, but this one is Giorgio Armani. And I want to find out what this one does as well. Again, I love male fragrances just as well as women's, but I just always like to, even if I'm not going to purchase this for anyone in particular, I just like to know what it smells like. And I think this is for men because it's a darker colored. So yeah, this is for men. This is for men. So let's go ahead and read what we got, what goods we got on this one, you guys. It comes in just a regular little black and white booklet here. And let's get into it and find out what we got going on. What interests me about this fragrance, and I don't know what's taking me so long to just smell it and find out what it smells like, but there's so many fragrances out there that it's just no way you can know what every single fragrance smells like unless you own a store, and that's what you do all day long is smell fragrances. But even with that, it's almost humanly impossible. So this one slipped under the radar on me. It is Armani Code, Giorgio Armani for men. And of course, anyone who wants to wear fragrances absolutely can. They're normally gender specific based upon the notes and the accords of the actual colognes and fragrances. And so that's how they come up with those options. And sometimes fragrances are unisex. So the first spray out on this was a little shocking. The main accords are citrus and leather. You definitely get those when you first spray out. It has anise in it. It is a soft, spicy floral. It has tobacco in it, which I love leather and I love tobacco notes in my fragrances and colognes. It is sweet, aromatic, vanilla, and animalic. And normally, if I've shared on any other video before, normally when a cologne or fragrance is aldehydic or animalic, it normally lasts and lasts and lasts. And so hopefully it will. And that vanilla should soften this up just a little bit. It's nice, but you can definitely get that ambery, and I can understand why they're calling it an amber spicy fragrance for men, because it is very, very spicy. Armani Code by Giorgio Armani is an amber spicy fragrance for men. Armani Code was launched in 2004. So this has been around for an extremely long time. Your nose behind this beautiful scent for men is Antoine Lai. Your top notes are lemon and bergamot. Your middle notes are star anise, olive blossom, and guac woot. Your base notes or the ending of your fragrance. And sometimes you get these notes at the beginning. I could smell the leather at the very beginning of this fragrance. And maybe that's just because I'm so used to smelling fragrances and detecting different notes. Your base notes have leather, tonka bean, and tobacco. This perfume is the winner of the Fifi Award Fragrance of the Year, Men's Luxe 2006. So this is a big deal in the fragrance community, I assume, because it is an award-winning fragrance for men. I like it. It's different. It smells like something that I've smelled before, but just more of a modernized. This gives me remnants of, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with the fragrance Royal Copenhagen, but that's what this cologne gives me the vibe of, Royal Copenhagen. It is a cologne that my father used to wear, so I know it as soon as I smell it. It's a kind of an aquatic-y scent. And I'm not sure if they listed whether or not this was aquatic, and they didn't. They said it was aromatic. It had a little bit of tobacco. It's probably coming from the leather, the soft spicy, the vanilla, and that is animalic. But that's the vibe that this is giving me. It's very, very nice. It is a very sweet cologne. This is probably for a dressy or business attire cologne. Definitely for a man who owns his own business. He wears a suit jacket every day, or just when you're dressing up with you when you're a sweetheart, this would be a nice cologne to put on. So again, this is Armani Code. I definitely adore this scent. I have to wear it for a while to be able to tell you whether or not this is something that is wish list and fragrance and cologne collection worthy, in my opinion. So we got to let them sit on us a little bit. So the second one was a men's cologne, and that one was Armani Code for men. But I could definitely rock this fragrance, the cologne, myself. It smells really good. I don't know about the wish list and fragrance collection. I got to wear it first to see how long it lasts. And then the first one that I shared with you guys was Mon by Yves Saint Laurent. And I definitely like it. But again, I got to wear it for a while and see what I think about it and see how long it lasts. It smells like a couple of things I already have in my collection. Really, really close. You can definitely tell that Mon is a Yves Saint Laurent fragrance. It's amazing how even if a cologne or fragrance doesn't have the exact same DNA as another cologne that is actually in their house of fragrances or colognes, you still can tell where it came from. So definitely that will be on wish list. But you know, wish list can move back and forth here or there. I like it, but I gotta wear it for a while to see whether or not it's something I would add to my collection. So those are the two scents that I wanted to come on and share with you guys. Those are my first impressions of both of those colognes. One female, which is the Mon Petit, and then for the men, Armani Code. I could definitely smell this for date night. They don't work well together. You know, but they still smell really good. And we'll see, and we'll come back on and tell you what I think about them as far as longevity is concerned. That is all that I have for now. This is Color Me Bad Lynn saying thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys for all of your love and support. I want to welcome all of my new subscribers. I see you and I thank you. Thank you to all of those who decide to comment on my videos and share with me when they locate certain fragrances that I share with them. It's really exciting to get feedback, because then you know that you're touching someone, and that's what this is all about. So I'm very, very grateful for that. On the next video, we're probably going to come on and share my February fragrances that have been sitting on my tray that I've been playing around with for the month of February. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about those, and I definitely have a tray ready. I keep switching out certain fragrances. I don't want to seem like I've been wearing, like I'm crazy and I've been wearing 100 fragrances. But you know, we play with our fragrances, and we've got some go-tos that we've been rocking in the month of February. So we're going to come on and share that as well. So I want to again thank you guys for watching. This is Color Me Bad Lynn. We'll see you on the next one. God bless you guys. Peace.